I'm a jewelry store security guard. The identical twin diamond thieves almost got away with the perfect crime. I am a jewelry store security guard. The identical twin diamond thieves almost got away with the perfect crime. And honestly, I'm still impressed by how they nearly pulled it off. It was a Tuesday morning at Ellison's Fine Jewelry where I've worked security for 7 years. Nothing exciting ever happens in our small upscale mall location, part mostly just watching wealthy women try on engagement rings while their partners sweat about the price. The first twin Tayert, though I didn't know he was a twin then, part walked in wearing an expensive suit Ainsley watch and the confident smile of old money. He introduced himself as James Whitfield, said he was looking for an anniversary gift in the 6-figure range, and asked to see our rare colored diamonds. Our manager practically tripped over herself getting to the high security cases. For the next hour, James examined stones worth more than my annual salary, asking detailed questions about clarity and certification. He finally selected a 3.8 carat blue diamond pendant worth $287,000, as our policy requires for purchases over $50,000. We took his ID, verified his credit card with the bank directly, and even called the phone number on his business card to confirm his identity. Everything checked out perfectly. The transaction went through without a hitch. I escorted him to his car, Parntalist Bentley, as we later discovered Parnton watched him drive away. Standard procedure. Nothing unusual. Exactly 47 minutes later, James Whitfield walked back into our store. At first I thought he'd forgotten something. He was wearing the same suit, same watch, same confident smile, but something felt off when he approached our manager and said, "I've been thinking about that blue diamond pendant." My security instincts went on high alert. "Sir, you just purchased it less than an hour ago," our manager said, confused. James looked genuinely puzzled. "I haven't been in today. I've been in meetings all morning, but I've been thinking about that pendant I looked at last week." Our manager looked at me, then back at him. "Sir, you were just here. I personally processed your purchase." "That's impossible," he insisted, pulling out his ID. "I am James Whitfield. Check my identification if you don't believe me." We did. It matched perfectly, parent, same as before. That's when our manager whispered to me to call the police while she stalled him. As I stepped away to make the call, James casually mentioned, "I actually changed my mind about the pendant. I'd like to return it and look at something else." The manager froze. "You have the pendant with you?" "Of course," he replied, pulling out our store's bag with the original receipt. I realized as soon as I left that my wife would prefer something with emeralds, her birthstone. That's when it clicked for me. I'd escorted the first James to his car. He had driven away with the diamond. This man couldn't possibly have it. When police arrived, they quickly unraveled what happened. The twins part, actual identical twins part, had executed an almost perfect switch. The first brother made the purchase and drove away with the real diamond. The second brother then entered with a fake diamond replica in our store packaging, complete with all the same identification, to return it for a full refund. Their mistake. The second twin mentioned his wife's birthstone was Emerald Peart May, but the first twin had told our manager a detailed story about his anniversary being in October, with his wife being a Libra who preferred blue to her actual birthstone. That tiny inconsistency was their only slip-up in an otherwise flawless performance. The police later found the first twin at a private airstrip preparing to leave the country. The real diamond was in his pocket. The fake they tried to return to us was actually high-quality, cubic zirconia that would have passed most quick inspections. When the detective asked how I spotted the switch, I admitted it wasn't brilliant detective work, Parton, just that. The second twin's cologne was different. The first smelled like Tom Ford, the second like Burberry. After 7 years watching people in a jewelry store, you notice the small things. The detective told me later they'd successfully pulled this exact scam at 3 other high-end jewelry stores across the country, walking away with nearly $1.2 million in diamonds. Sometimes I wonder if they hadn't made that tiny mistake about the birthstone. Would anyone have ever questioned the return? Perfect crimes fail because perfection itself is impossible. Here's always some small detail that gives it away now. Whenever identical customers come into the store, I make a point of asking them about their cologne, just to be safe.